Hello dear students, today I will discuss about some questions I am also giving to you for as an assignment, but these questions are very important for your test, so I will take some short revision class. Okay, so here these are the questions, so we will solve these questions in short. So first question is what for the curve y equals to 5x minus 2x cube. Here the first questions solution. Solution for the curve, given curve is question 1, given y equals to 5x minus 2x cube, y equals to 5x minus 2x cube. If x increase at the rate of 2 unit per second, then find the rate of change of slope of the for the curve y slope of the curve when x equals to 3, slope of the tangent to the curve here means. Okay, so this question is rate of change of slope, that is rate measures. The question is related to rate measure. We know that rate measure how, suppose there is some quantity a, then rate measure means how changes it with respect to the time. So rate measure dA by dt. So maybe this function, this quantity may be is function of some variables, 1 or 2. Then you have to convert it in a single variable, and then suppose in x. So you can get the value of this function as a function of x. Then dA by dt means dA by dx in dx by dt. That is, this is the independent quantity, rate of independent quantity. It may be given in the questions, or you can find in another process. But here in these questions, x is increasing. Here y is function of x and x is increasing. X is increasing. Increasing means its rate 2 unit per second. That is rate at the rate. So x dx by dt, this is rate, this is 2, increasing means plus, decreasing means minus. So 2 unit per second, it is given here. So we have to use here, and where you can differentiate, and finally you can get the value in terms of this independent variable, and here we have to find the value for x equal to 3, and at last you have to put the value of for particular value of x, and then you can get the rate of the quantity. So rate of quantity can be found. Here we have to find the rate of change of slope. So we have to first differentiate it for slope. So differentiate with respect to x, we get slope as dy upon dx, differential with respect to x. This is slope. Suppose slope is denoted by m. Slope is denoted by small m. Then m equals to dy by dx equals to what? With respect to x, 5 minus 6x square. Clear? So m is slope is function of x. we are given dx by dt here. Dx by dt is equals to 2 unit per second. 2 unit per second. Okay, 2 unit per second. It is given. Now we have to find rate measure of m. So this is equation 1, suppose. So differentiate 1 with respect to what? Time. T. We get dm upon dt equals to d by dt of 5 minus 6x square with respect to t, x. So we can write like this: d by dx 5 minus 6x square dx by dt. Here dx by dt is given 2 unit per second. So derivative of this 0 minus 6 means 12x minus 12, 0 minus 12 x, derivative of this minus 12x, dx by dt equals to 2. So this is equals to minus 24x. This is equals to minus 24 into for 3, for particular value for 3 into 3 equals to minus 72 units per second. Okay, so this is dm upon dt at x equals to 3 for particular value. Rate of change of slope, m is the slope, for x equal to 3. So x equals to 3. Okay, so minus 24x into minus 24 into 3 minus 72 units per second. That is minus in negative, so decreasing. Slope is decreasing at the rate of 72 per second. Okay, so this is our answer. Clear? Normal at any point on the curve. Second question, how? Given curve is given in terms of parametric form. Okay, parametric form. Here x equals to given curve. What? This is revision class for we have to write in short. So here given what? X equals to given curve is in parametric form. X equals to what? 3 cos t minus 3 cos t minus cos qt, and y equals to given 3 sin t minus sin qt, 3 sin t minus sin qt. This is the given curve. We have to find the equation of normal. Here topic is related to tangent and normal. We know that how can we find the equation of tangent and equation of normal. Equation of a line, we know formula is what? Y minus y1 equals to slope and x minus x1. That is the equation of a line which passes through a particular point x1, y1. Equation of tangent, let's suppose this is curve. This is the point on the curve, and here point x1, y1. And at this point, if we want to find the tangent, equation of tangent, that means what? Equation of line. The line passing through this point is given by this, and we have to find the slope of the tangent to the curve at this point. Slope means what? Then slope will be what? Derivative dy upon dx for this curve at this point x1, y1. Okay, so this will be the equation of tangent. Similarly, equation of normal, normal is line which is perpendicular to the tangent passing through the point of contact. This is x1 y1. So for finding equation of this line, this is equation of normal, we have to find the slope of the normal. Slope of the normal means we know that if this is a line and perpendicular line is this, then if its slope is m, then its slope is minus 1 by m. Its slope is m, then its slope will be minus 1 upon m. So for finding equation of normal, we have to put the value of the slope for the normal here. That is, if dy by dx gives slope of tangent, then slope of normal is given by inverse of this with negative sign, because its slope is m, then its slope is minus of 1 upon m. So for the finding the equation of normal, we have to put here what? 1 upon dy upon dx at the point minus 1. So by this way we can find the equation of tangents and normal. So here first of all we have to find slope, and in this question it is given that find the equation of the normal to at any point on the curve. This means we can find point of contact as an arbitrary point for which x and y are given by this. That is, point is this xy. This is our point. Okay, at this point we have to find the equation of normal. So first work is what? Finding the slope of the normal. Clear? Point is this, x. Value of x is this, y is this. That is, we have to find equation of normal. Y minus y1, that means this. X minus x1, that means this. Now we are requiring slope of the normal. For that we have to find dy by dx and then inverse it and minus sign apply. So here for parametric function we can find the derivative. How? dy upon, this is revision class, so I am writing in short, so noting. Okay, dy by dx means what? dy by dt upon dx by dt, that is differential with respect to t. dy by dt here means derivative of this 3 cos t minus 3 sin square t, 3 sin square t, and then cos t upon dx by dt. Here 3 cos t means minus t, minus 3 sin t minus 3 cos square t into minus sin t. Okay, so this is equals to what? From here 3 cos t common, 1 minus sin square t, here minus minus plus. Okay, so 3, this minus plus, here we can take in common minus 3 sin t also. So minus 3 sin t means 1 minus, here minus plus, so taking minus common, that means minus cos square t. This is equals to 3 cancel, minus cancel, minus cos t, 1 minus sin square t means what? Cos square t. This is sin square t. So cos qt, cos qt upon sin qt. This is dy by dx. Therefore, slope of normal equals to what? Minus 1 upon dy by dx equals to what? Inverse of this and apply minus sign, so plus sin qt by cos qt, sin qt upon cos qt. Okay, so slope of normal is this. Now the equation of normal will be what? Because we have to find the equation of normal. So equation of normal will be what? So equation of normal is what? Y minus y1. Y1 means the point on the curve. We can suppose this is the point. So y1 means this 3 sin t minus sin qt. This is y minus y1 equals to slope of the normal. Slope of the normal is this sin qt upon cos qt into x minus x1. x1 means what? This 3 cos t minus cos qt. Okay. Now we have to solve it. This is the equation of normal. Okay. So try to reduce it. Now multiply cos qt to here. So we get what? Y cos qt, multiply this by this, y cos qt minus 3 sin t cos qt minus plus sin qt cos qt equals to multiply this by this. So x sin qt minus 3 cos t sin qt minus plus sin qt cos qt. Now from both sides you can cancel out sin qt cos qt. This can be transferred to here. So y cos qt minus x sin qt is good. This is transferred to here, and this two quantity cancels, and on the right hand side we see here minus 3 cos t sin qt, and this is minus sign, so this will be plus on the right hand side, plus 3 sin t and cos qt. So this is equals to this. Now you can try to reduce this. Sin t cos t, 3 sin t cos t can be taken outside. Minus 3 sin t and cos t. Cos t sin t, one time sin t, one time cos t. Minus 3 sin t cos t is taking common. Okay, so here we get what? Sin square t minus cos square t. So we know that the formula cos square t minus sin square t equals to cos 2t. So taken minus sign inside, then cos square t minus sin square t, that is cos 2t. So 3 sin t cos t, or here cos square t minus sin square t. Now sin t 2t, sin t cos t, so 2 sin t cos t, so 2 apply here, numerator and denominator, so 2 sin t cos t sin 2t, so by 2, so 3 by 2 sin 2t, and also it can be written as cos 2t, here sin 2t cos 2t, so 2 times of this 2 sin 2t cos 2t means cos sin 4t, so to apply here numerator and denominator, so we can write 3 by 4 sin 4t. Okay, so this is our final answer, y cos qt minus x sin qt. So this is equation of normal to the curve at any point on the curve. Okay, y cos qt minus x sin qt equal to 3 by 4 sin 4t. So finding tangent and normal, you know, we have to find the slope of that either tangent or normal as given in questions, and then apply y minus y1 equal to slope and x minus x1. x1 and y1 will be the point of contact on the curve. So this may be taken the point, and you have to solve only. This is the answer of this question. Question second. Okay. Now taking question third. You can see the question third. What is the question third? Money to be spent for welfare on the employees of a firm is proportional to the rate of change of its total revenue, marginal revenue. If the total revenue in rupees received from the sale of X unit of a product is given by rupees Rx equals to 3x square plus 36x plus 5, find the marginal revenue when x equal to 5 and write which value does the question indicates. Okay, this is a question. Marginal revenue, marginal cost. How can we find? Just I have also already discussed in the lecture. Marginal cost, marginal revenue, nothing. Only differentiate the marginal function, total revenue function, total cost function. You have to differentiate, and for a particular value of the x, where x is the unit, number of unit, production unit. So only differentiate. So very simple questions, hardly taking 1 minute or 2 minute time. Okay, so you can solve question, follow question third. Here revenue function is given. How? Revenue function means Rx. Okay, so remember it is revision class. So for this question's solution, Rx equals to Rx revenue function. X means number of units product. Okay, so Rx equals to, for selling, units, X is unit. So here given what? 3x square plus 36x plus 5. This is our given revenue function. We have to find the what? Marginal revenue. Marginal revenue, we know that only differentiate it and put the value of x here. So marginal revenue is equals to what? dr upon dx, x as a variable. So what? Differentiate it. You can find what? Differentiate r with respect to x. So 6x plus 36. Okay, and this is equals to 6 into what? 6 into where? X equal to 5. X equal to 5. X equal to 5 plus 36 at x equals to 5. Okay, so this is equals to what? 30 plus 36, that is 66. Okay, 66 is our answer. Okay, marginal revenue is 66. Only simple questions. Okay, and for the last line answer, you can say the for growth this can be taken negative. Okay, so very simple questions. Similarly, see question 4. Here also, a magazine seller has 500 subscriber and collects annual subscription charges of rupees 300 per subscriber. Okay, means how many subscribers are there? 500. And per subscriber collects the subscription charge rupees 300. Okay, she proposed to increase the annual subscription charges, and it is believed that for every increase of rupees 1, one subscriber will discontinue. That means she wants to increase the charges, and you know that if she increases 1 rupees, then one subscriber will discontinue this. That means if 500 subscriber minus 1, if 1 rupees increase. Okay. What increase will bring maximum income to her? What increase will bring maximum income to her? Presently income is what? 500 into 300. अब suppose make appropriate assumption in order to apply derivatives to reach the solution. Okay. So for finding the solution of this question, we have to maximum income. So we have to find establish the income function here, and we have to suppose one increases in subscription charge X rupees. Suppose X rupees. Okay, question 4, X rupees. Question 4. Let increase in charges X rupees. Okay, X rupees. Then income function y equals to what? 500 into 300 previous income. If X rupees increase the charge, then X person will deduct from 500. As 1 rupees increase, then 1 can discontinue. So this. Clear? And X rupees charges increases. So previous charge 300. So 300 plus X is also there. Okay. So we can find it now. Here X may be the value between 0 to 500. Here X may be the value between what? Less than 500, greater than equal 0. X may be the value like this. So this is the income function. So this is equals to what? 15 multiply it 15 this minus 300x plus 500x minus x square. Okay, y equals to, that is y equals to what? Minus plus 200x minus x square. Clear? So now we have to maximize income function. So find derivative. Dy by dx equals to what? This is 0, this is 200 minus 2x. Clear? And for maximum minimum, we know second derivative test whether income will be maximum or minimum for the point. For critical point, we have to put, so dy by dx equals to 0 gives critical points or stationary points. So this is equal to 0. 200 minus 2x equals to 0 implies what? X equals to 100. X equals to 100. So this is the critical point. For critical point, x equal to 100. Now for this value, if second derivative is negative, then income will be maximum. Okay. So now find second derivative. d2y upon dx square equals to, here minus 2. This is negative. X may be anything. So here also for x equal to 100, this is negative. Implies y is maximum for x equals to 100 also. Okay, so y means income. Income is maximum for 100 rupees increase in subscription charges. So this is the answer. Okay, 100 rupees increase. Clear? So function may be created according to the questions. So here income function is this. We have to maximize this function. So apply the process of maximum minimum. Maximum minimum, you know, for the maximum finding of maximum or minimum of a function, you have to differentiate it. For second derivative test, you have to differentiate it and put equals to 0 first derivative and find the value of x. And for that value, you have to find derivative, sign of derivative. If negative, then maximum. If positive, then minimum. So here negative. So income is maximum for x equal to 100. X equal to 100 means subscription charge increases should be 100. Clear? Now take question 5. 5 is what? The amount of pollution content added in year in a city to X diesel vehicle is given by Px equals to 0.00x cube plus 0.02 x square plus 30x. Find the marginal increase in pollution content when 3 diesel vehicles are added. Okay. So here marginal pollution, marginal increase. Okay. So marginal word, whenever arises marginal word, then you have to only differentiate that. Marginal pollution increase means Px is given, so we have to differentiate Px, dPx by dx, and then put the x equals to what? 3 digit vehicles means 3. Then you have to get the result. So here also for question 5, you can get the answer. How? Question 5. For question 5, what? Pollution function. Pollution function is given. Okay. Question 5. Px. Px is given. Na? What? 0.005 x cube plus 0.02 x square plus 30x plus 30x. This is given pollution. Okay, content. Function for pollution content. We have to find marginal increase in pollution. So dp by dx. So differentiate it. So find dp upon dx. So here differentiate 3 x square means 3 15 means 0.015 x square. Okay, plus what? 2 means 0.4 x plus 30. This is the derivative. You have to differentiate and I put x equals to what? 3. So x equals to 3, that means in place of x you have to put into 3 square plus 0.04 into 3 plus 30. So you can get the value as, solve it, you can get the value like 30.255. 30.255. This is our answer. Very simple. You have to only differentiate and for marginal pollution content. Okay, for marginal pollution content, differentiate dp by dx. Okay, find dp by dx and put at x equals to what? Here 3. Question given here for at x equal to 3. So this is our answer. Okay. Now take question 6 for revision. Okay, question 6 what? So that the function this is strictly increasing on R. Strictly means increasing decreasing function. Our concept is what? Increasing decreasing function. For increasing or for decreasing function, we are using what process? Suppose fx is function and its graph is this, like this. So for the increase part, f dash x is greater than 0. For the decrease part, f dash x is less than 0. This is strictly only increasing, that means greater than equal, okay, and less than equal. Clear? So derivative is less than equal or greater than equal. Less than equal means for increasing. Strictly means strictly less than. Okay. So here given function is what? Given function is x cube minus 3x square. Question 6. Question 6. fx equals to given. So I have to solve very shortly because this is revision class. So you remember, for strictly increasing, we have to increasing. Strictly increasing means greater than 0. For on R means on whole real number. On whole real number means for any real number, derivative of the given function should be greater than 0. Strictly increasing. So x cube. Question is x cube minus 3x square minus 3x square plus 12x minus 18. Okay, this is given function minus 3x square plus 12x minus 8. This is the question 6. So you have to find derivative. F dash x, differentiate it. 3x square minus 6x plus 12. This is derivative. Okay. Just for strictly increasing, we have to show it is greater than 0 for all x. Here x belongs to R. So now to try to check whether this is greater than 0 or not, suppose we take common 3, then x square minus 2x plus 4. Okay. Now 3, you can set it in perfect square form, x square minus 2x plus 1 and plus 3. So 3, because 4 can be written 1 plus 3. So this x square minus 2x plus 1, x minus 1 whole square, x minus 1 whole square plus 3. This is the value. Now, if x is here x is any real number, then being a square of total, this is positive. 3 is also positive. 3 is also positive. So this is greater than 0. Because if this is 0, then being plus 3, so this is greater than 0 for all real number. X may be any real number. So f dash x implies f dash x is greater than 0, implies fx is what? Greater than increasing, strictly greater than strictly increasing, is strictly increasing. Increasing. Okay, this is the questions. Increasing function. Okay, method is very simple. Now, questions 7. What it says? Separate the interval 0 to pi by 2 into sub-intervals in which the function fx equal to sin to the power 4x plus cos to the power 4x is strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. Okay? So for finding interval in which the given function is increasing or decreasing, what we are doing? Question 7. Function is given and find derivative equals to 0 and then find the point of x, first, second, third, and then for the interval or for the given range, you have to identify the number and then see why in this portion derivative, sign of derivative, in this portion sign of derivative, in this portion sign of derivative. If sign of derivative is negative, then function is decreasing. If positive, then increasing. This is the method, okay, for finding. And separate the interval. Here says that separate the interval 0 to pi by 2 because it's a trigonometric functions. So its domain is bound to 0 to pi by 2. In 0 to pi by 2, function is what? Sine power 4x cos power 4x. So given function. So here given what? Fx equals to sine power 4x plus cos power 4x. Our interval is 0 to pi by 2. Means this is the interval. Break this interval in sub-interval in which function is strictly increasing, strictly decreasing. Okay? Separate the interval, separation of interval. So, what is the method? Find derivative, put equals to 0 and find the value of x and then identify in which subpart derivative is positive and derivative is negative. Clear? So here for finding separation, find derivative. So first of all, f dash x equals to what? 4 sine square x, sine qx into derivative of sine means cos x. Clear? Plus four cos qx into derivative of sine x is cos x is minus sine x, so minus sin x. Clear? Now we can take common 4 sin x cos x. Then here will be remaining sin square x minus cos square x. 4 sin x cos x cos square x. So it can be written like how? Cos square x minus here sin x cos x, 2 sin x cos x is equal to sin 2x. Here cos square x minus sin square x is equals to what? Cos 2x. So minus sign can be taken outside and we can write 2 sin 2x cos 2x. Cos 2x means cos square minus sin square, minus sign outside, cos 2x. And sin x cos x, here 2. From 2 take 2 sin x cos x is sin 2x. So this can be written as minus sin 4x. Minus sin 4x. Clear? So f dash x equals to minus sin 4x. Okay. Now, what is the process? Taking this is equals to 0. Okay, so f dash x equals to 0 means minus sin 4x equals to 0. It shows that sin 4x equal to 0, that is sin 4x equals to, we take sin pi. Why? Because sin 0 equals to 0. If we take sin 0 equals to 0, then 4x equals to 0 means x equals to 0. So there should be no separation. So here there will be no separation. So here just take next value sin pi 0. So sin pi equal to 0 means what? We can write 4x equals to pi implies x equals to pi by 4. Here we are trying to take the value which lies between this. Here 0 to pi by 2 may be infinite value, but we have to take the value which lies in between this. X pi by 4 is between this. Also sine 2 pi equals to 0. Then what we will get? Pi by 2. So that is then also there will be no separation. So take x equals to pi by 4. X equal to pi by 4 lies in between here. So now we can test in which part function is increasing and in which part function is decreasing. For that, just checking it. Okay, x equal to pi by 4 is our point. So we can see here that interval 0, pi by 4, pi by 2. This is okay. This pi by 4, this 0, this is pi by 2. This is subinterval, this is subinterval. Now we can test in which interval function is. Two parts are there. For this part, derivative is what? Derivative. Also we have derivative f dash x equals to minus sine 4x. Derivative is this, was this. So we have to check sine of f dash x, that is minus sine 4x. Clear? Our interval, subinterval is this. In this interval, x lies between here. In this interval, x lies between here. Clear? So when x lies between 0 to pi by 4, 4x lies. 4x. Make it 4. So multiply by 4 in 3 places. 0 less than 4x less than pi. 4x lies 0 to pi. We know the graph of the sine function. What? And graph of the cos function. This is for sine. This is for cos. Okay, na? Here only sine is requirement. So see only sine for only sine graph. Just for understanding only this 0 to pi for sine graph. Sine 0 to pi interval, sine is positive. Sine is positive. Upside in this interval 4x, angle 4x, sine 4x, positive, that is this is positive minus negative. So in this interval we got negative sign for derivative. Also for this side, when x lies between what? Pi by 4 to pi by 2. So we can see here what will be the 4x. So multiply by 4, pi less than 4x less than 2 pi. Pi less than 4x less than 2 pi. Now pi to 2 pi, this is pi, this is 2 pi. Pi to 2 pi, sine is below this line, so this is negative. So here negative, in this part negative, in this part negative, in this part negative. This is negative, 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 positive. So positive. So in this part, derivative, sign of derivative is positive. So here decreasing, here increasing. So interval for in decreasing 0 to pi by 4, 0 to pi by 4. Okay, and next part pi by 4 to pi by 2 increasing. So interval separate, we have separated this interval. For here function is decreasing, here function is increasing. Okay, so this was the solution of question 7. Now take question 8. Find the interval in which function fx equal to this is increasing and decreasing. Here also separating interval. Okay, so our process is same. Find f dash x and equal to 0 and find the value of x and separate the interval, and for each sub interval you have to check whether the sign of derivative is positive or negative. Okay, here given function for function 8, question 8. So given fx equals to what? 4x square plus 1 by x. 4x square plus 1 by 4x square plus 1 by x. This is our question for function, and we have to separate the interval. Find the interval where increasing and decreasing. Increasing and decreasing means greater than equal to 0 or less than equal to 0. Okay, so now our method is what? First of all, find f dash x and then equal to 0, then find the value of x first. That is, and also we can see check. We have to find interval. Here x should not be equals to 0. Here x is excluding. X will be excluding. Good. Now find derivative. Increasing interval interval. If the sign of derivative, we have to check sign of derivative. Here, differentiate it. Okay, you can write just like this: 4x plus 1 by x. Distribute it. 4x by x, x square by x means 4x plus 1 by x. You can write this for easily differentiate it. Okay. Very simple. F dash x, what will be here? 4 1 by x, derivative 1 by x minus x to the power minus 1 minus 1 by x square. This is the derivative. And it can be written like also here, like this: 4x square minus 1 upon x square. Now for f dash x is equals to 0, we have to solve. We can solve, but we can also find directly solution for greater than equal 0 or less than equal 0 as solution of what? Inequation. We have already studied about finding solution of inequation, inequalities in the class 11, so we can use directly also method. For now, for increasing function, what? F dash is greater than equal 0. That is, if f is increasing, then what will be the value of x? F dash x is greater than equal 0. This is greater than equal 0. 4x square minus 1. You can also find the value of x and then separate the interval, and then you can check the sign of derivative. In that case, also you have to separate it and check for sign. But you can solve like this also. So 4x square minus 1 by x square is greater than equal 0. Clear? Here. For solving this, x square is positive quantity. So you can write also 4x square minus 1 is greater than equal 0. Here, two x minus square minus 1 square is greater than equal 0. You can suppose like this, that is 2x minus 1 and also 2x plus 1 is greater than equal 0. This is the separation. Now for finding solution of this, okay, for finding solution of this, how can you treat? This should be greater than equal 0. That is, this may be greater than equal 0. This may be greater than equal 0. Both may be plus plus. Then also this both may be minus minus. Clear? So either both are plus or both are minus. So when this implies 2x minus 1 is greater than equal 0 and 2x plus 1 is greater than equal 0, or 2x minus 1 is less than equal 0, or and 2x plus 1 is less than equal 0. Means either both positive or both negative. Okay. So from here we can find the solution. From here x is greater than equal 1 by 2, comma x is greater than equal minus 1 by 2, or x is less than equal 1 by 2 and x is less than equal minus 1 by 2. So here x is greater than equal 1 by 2. Only strictly increasing and decreasing. Okay. X is greater than equal 1 by 2 and x is greater than equal minus 1 by 2. Means suppose this is line. Then 0 minus half, this is plus half. The value of x which is greater than equal minus half and also greater than equal plus half. Okay. So if we take this, then if x is greater than half, then also greater than minus half. So we can take here x is greater than equal half, or here x is less than equal half and x is less than equal minus half. Less than equal minus half or x equal to less than equal half. That if we take x is less than equal minus half, then we can get both. So x is less than equal minus half. So from here we can take like this, from here we can take like this. So this can be written as for increasing. So for increasing, we get the interval what? X is greater than equal half. Greater than equal half means half to infinity. And x is less than equal minus half means minus infinity to minus half. This can be written as like this. This can be written as like this. So in this two interval, function is increasing, and this two interval can be joined like this. This is interval for increasing, and by taking its opposite side, we can get in between part function is decreasing. How? We can prove also here. Okay. Minus half plus half. We see in this plus and in this plus function is increasing. In between minus half to plus half will be also decreasing. For decreasing function, f dash x is less than equal 0. So we can solve it. How? This, in this part, what will be the value? 4x square minus 1 by x square is less than equal 0. So we can suppose same x square minus 1 is less than equal 0. This is positive square quantity. So this means 2x minus 1 and 2x plus 1 is less than equal 0. Negative, it should be negative. Negative means what? This is negative, this is positive. Or this is positive, this is negative. Either of the two conditions. So we can solve it by how? This is negative means what? This less than 0 means x less than equal half. X less than equal half. And this is positive. Negative, positive, negative. Positive, negative, negative, negative. So this is negative means less than 0 means x less than equal half, and this is positive means greater than equal 0. This is greater than equal 0. This means x is greater than equal minus half. First part, maybe this, or also this is positive greater than equal 0. So x greater than equal half, and this is negative. This means this less than equal 0 minus. So x is less than equal half minus half. So Just see in for interval. Here minus half, here 1 by 2. Okay. Now x is less than equal half. This. X is greater than equal minus half. This. That means here. Or x is greater than equal half. This part. Also x is less than equal half. So there is no common. So it gives nothing. It gives this part. That is in this part, in between part, interval is decreasing. What part? Minus half to plus half, decreasing. Okay, these are the interval separation. Okay, question 8. Now take question 9. What is 9? Here also find the intervals in which the function fx sin x plus cos x 0 to pi, 2 pi is strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. Here we have to also find the interval. Okay. So question 9. Take question 9. Also increasing, decreasing, we know interval. We have to find interval, find derivative. Can we put equals to 0? Here question given function is what? Sin x plus cos x. Function what? Sin x plus cos x. The interval is what? 0 to 2 pi. Means 0 to 2 pi. This is our interval. Okay. So separate the interval. Means you have to separate interval in this sub part, in which sub part function is increasing or decreasing. Here we can also see find derivative. What? F dash x equals to cos x minus sin x derivative. This is equals to 0 implies f dash x equals to 0 implies what? This is equal to 0 means cos x minus sin x equals to 0 means what? Cos x equals to sin x. That is what? Tan x. Sin by cos. Tan x equals to 1. Means we can take x equals to pi by 4. There may be infinite solution, but we take those values for which we can get the point in between 0 to 2 pi. Okay, x equal to pi by 4 and also 5 pi by 4. Because periodic function, sin function is, tan function is periodic function, period is 2 pi, so after 2 pi, after pi, periodic function, period is pi only. So after pi interval, value will repeat. So if x equal to pi by 4 is solution of this, because tan x equal to 1 means what? Tan equal to pi by 4 also. That's why we are writing x equal to pi by 4. But after the interval pi, so function will repeat the value. Therefore, pi plus pi by 4 plus pi means 5 pi by 4. This is less than also pi. So 5 pi by 4 can be taken also the value. Okay. Now we have to check for sign of derivative in this part. Okay. Now f dash x equal to cos x minus sin x. Clear? We know the graph of, for checking what would of the sign of this cos x minus sin x. This is the derivative. Okay, this is derivative. We have to check its sign. So we know this is the graph of cos function, or this is the graph of sine function. This is sine function. This is sine. This is sine function or this is cos function. Okay. Now this is 0, this is pi by 2, this is 3 pi by 2, this is 0 pi by 2 pi, 3 pi by 2 2 pi. Okay, this is the graph of function. Now we see that pi by 4, 0 to pi by 2, pi by 4 is here. In this part, pi by 4. In this part, cos is upper side and sine is lower side. That is cos greater, sine is lower side. Cos minus sine, this is greater, this is lower. Cos minus sine will be positive. That means in this interval, sign of derivative is f dash x is positive. For interval, strictly increasing, decreasing, strictly increasing, decreasing. Okay. F dash x is greater than equal 0 in interval 0 to pi by 4. Also, here sine is greater, cos is lower up to this part. Okay. This part. This is the value what? 5 pi by 4. 5 pi by 4. So here sign will be negative. F dash x is less than, strictly less than 0. But in which interval? Pi by 4 to 5 pi by 4. Okay, up to here. Now here we see that up to here. Now cos is greater, sine is smaller. That means f dash x is greater than 0, 5 pi by 4 to 2 pi. So in this part increasing, in this part decreasing. So interval for increasing 0 to pi by 4 union 5 pi by 4 to 2 pi. This two union, and this is for decreasing. Okay. So by using this part you can also find the separation of the interval where function is increasing or decreasing. Okay. So 5 pi by 4, pi to 5 pi by 4. This is for decreasing. This is for decreasing. Pi by 4 to 5 pi by 4. And this is for increasing. So increasing interval will be 0 pi by 4 union 5 pi by 4 to 2 pi, and decreasing pi by 4 and 5 pi by 4. This is decreasing, this is increasing, decreasing. Okay. So this technique also you can apply for trigonometric function. Now take question 10. Okay, question 10. Question 10 is given just like, also prove that the function is always increasing. Function is always increasing for n. Same as question 6. So here we can see also just like that. Function question 10. What is 10? Show that the function fx equal to, here fx equals to what given? 4x cube minus 18x x square plus 27x minus 7. So that this function is always increasing on R, same as question 6. Okay. So always increasing. So find derivative. The polynomial function, domain is whole real number. So find its derivative. 12x square minus 36x plus 27x. Okay. So this is equals to 27x. 27x. Okay. No, derivative, no. 27. 27. Okay. Differentiate it. 12x square minus 36x plus 27. Clear? Now it can be completely increasing function on R. So we have to set whether it is greater than equal 0 or not. For that you can take common x square minus not 12 3 3 can be taken common 3. So 4 x square minus 9x plus 12x plus 9. Okay, so it can be written like this: 2x minus 3 square. Very simple. Very simple. Okay. 2x minus 3 whole square. 4x square plus 9 minus 3 to 6, 6 to 12 minus 12x. So this is always greater than equal 0 for all. For all x belongs to R. Okay. So just find derivative and see whether its sign is greater than equal 0 or less than equal 0 for any real number. So here for x may be any real number. This is being a square, this is positive, this is also positive, so greater than equal 0. This implies f dash x is greater than equal 0, implies fx is increasing. Fx is increasing. Here greater than equal 0, so increasing. Function on R, on complete real number. Okay, increasing function greater than equal 0. B. Okay. So then just today we are solving 10 questions. Here similar type of questions are there for tangent, normal, increasing, decreasing, and maximum minima. You know about maximum minima. What by double derivative test and single derivative test. Double derivative test means finding first derivative equal to 0, take point, and then find second derivative and check sign for first derivative. Second derivative, if less than 0 then maximum, greater than 0 then minimum. So you can solve. So try to solve some questions, and in next lecture I will revise some of the questions also. Okay.